Hello, welcome to my first episode of my RMS Titanic tutorial. It's been a while since we met with our new tutorials. Today, I'm going to show you how to build the skeleton starters of the ship, according to my imagination. Let's start. Well, I'm going to grab the following materials we need to build the exterior. I also grabbed some of extra things to help with the interior of the reception room later on. So let's go through the item list. The materials that we needed are red concrete, black concrete, yellow concrete, and regular stone. The reason why we need these items is because we need to work on the skeleton of the ship first. But first I have to do the floor before I do that. So I started at x0 and gone all the way to x 450. So therefore I could notice that 538 meters is too long. That's why I had to stop it at 450. So let's copy. Now copy my pattern. The pattern goes like this: 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 7, 10, and so on. You could slow the video down to 0.25 or 0.5x or something. Once you get there, I have to calculate the math. Because the line is going to be long. Let me check my calculations. So we need to get to x 256, which is 135 blocks away from x 121. Once we get there, we're going to work on the very back of the ship. Now keep copying my pattern. I had to start with 4 13s since it was long at the back. Like I said, you could slow this down to 0.5 or 0.25x, or pause the video if you need to. Do not rush me. Not in such a big rush though. Maybe 0.25x is not such a bad idea. Alright, once you have that, you'll have 6 blocks of the keel sticking out. Now we need to copy this side. Wait. Make sure to do it properly because some sections could be really far out. Now we want to go back to X121 again. And as an example, I'll just add a line just for securement and in case we got there. Just to make sure we're on the right track. Almost done. Then we'll get ready for the next part. But not the walls, because that's after we do the skeleton part. And there you have it. So, I want you to let you know that I didn't do the back part yet. But that's alright. Alright, now we can get started on the skeleton bit. Grab out your stone and go around the top line and don't hit the edges though. We want to do 3 blocks outwards, then 2 2s, then up 2, then up 7, then up 14. Each deck is exactly about 3 blocks tall in length. In height, actually. My bad. Each deck is exactly 3 blocks in height. These two are G deck. Again, this is the Orlok and Orlok deck. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this. These are probably the only texts I have there right now. Doesn't matter if it takes a long time. You just have to take your time and don't rush for it. Otherwise, you'll probably make a little mistake. Just like I did right there. And that's because my decks are 1 block off. Now, all I do is to connect the decks from one side to another. And therefore, the ship will actually have a stable position, like in real life, when I attach the papers to the floor, and it actually secures the entire ship's floor. So there you have it, 1 frame. Now we need to make as much as we need to finish up the set. Now I want you to put concrete blocks around into the frames outside. If you want to, you can delete the corners. I have to make sure that the ship is fully maintained and doesn't include any errors. See, that's a simple enough building. That's simple building right there. Now, we're going to go to the other side and do the exact same thing, but it's going to be a lot more different. Like I did with the front, connect the edge. We'll remove the edge and remove the edges. Now, after that, now do the exact same thing for the first step. And then it's going to be 3, then 2, then up 2, then 7, then 14. But add a few blocks by the edge there. The problem is I only did like 1 block instead of 2. But I watched carefully and did the outline. So yes, I had to use my wood planks to connect it to the other frame. But then I realized it was incorrect because it was 1 block off. It always takes a long time to build ships, right? So you sometimes gotta pay attention on what you're doing. But the fact that I don't have my headphones on because I forgot to put it on. I really hope it works that way, and I hope so too. You might just add an extra block or 4 at the end. Not everything has to be repetitive. I have to make the wood line. I have to make the concrete go on the wood line. Then after that, I just needed to do the other side as well, and it could take longer than as usual. Sorry about that. Anyways, you might be asking why this clip is lagging, because I'm trying to ignore it though, so that I don't have meltdowns in my video. Besides, I have no idea. I'm doing this because I want my channel to get popular. So extra credit to me for making this video. And I have to connect. I have to do the other side so that everything, maybe except for the top part, is symmetrical. Not everything is symmetrical though. The B-deck reception room, the back first class area, isn't symmetrical. But don't worry about that. We'll talk about that whenever we do the B-deck. Like first class was final. So anyways, I'm prepared to do all that by hand. Some of you might not want my video to be like 30 minutes long or something. Maybe even lower than that much time. So anyway, I've finished all of the remaining details, but then I forgot to connect the decks exactly how I did it in the front frame. But the fact that it actually needs some securement, and definitely no issues. Not to mention, I did all this by hand. And it would be cool to have something very interesting into our builds. Thank you so much for watching, and I am happy to see any of your posts whenever you can. And I am happy with it. Besides, part 2 will be coming on December 31st, 2024. So, anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.